Well, we thought choosing the first 50 artworks was a difficult task, but it was nothing compared to the final judging. There really was a tremendous amount of fine art in this exhibit, and it was a challenge to us as jurors. We talked about the media and techniques and mastering it, and it is easy for us to say that all of the final selections demonstrated mastery of the media and technique. So we will not talk about that, and instead we'll talk about the other criteria, how the artwork fits into the context of art history, both past and present as well as future. So six of the winners had sculptural aspects to them, and I wanted to clarify that a little bit. That selection was not due to the fact that your two jurors are both sculptors, because indeed half of my artwork is on paper and is two-dimensional, but rather it's due to the perceptual dynamic that sculpture has for the viewer. Let me explain. There's a psychological phenomenon called motion parallax, in which if you're standing and looking at a distant object and then you move, the objects in the foreground move in the opposite direction. And that is called motion parallax. It's a character that all sculpture has, and it produces in the viewer an unknown dynamic because it moves with you. So with that, we'll start talking about the sculptures. I mean, the artwork.
Okay. The first prize, Winter by Jeff Hackett and Jason Hackett. This piece to us was reminiscent of Van Gogh, his love of and expression of nature. The dark brooding trees that you see in the park at Arles, France, are pretty much expressed in this piece. It also shows the influences of Japanese art, which had a very heavy effect upon many of the impressionists of that day, as well as many other periods in art history. It reaches into the present and the future use of digital photography. It provides a nice tension between two-dimensional and of the photo and the three dimensions of the vase.
The second prize is Dirty Diamonds by Frank Pischker. Ceramic has a history of being one of mankind's first art forms. From 50,000 years ago until today, it has been an important way of expressing ourselves, as well as being utilitarian. This piece evokes the work of Clyde Connell, well-known Louisiana artist of the 20th century. We like the earthy quality of the work, the sense of strength of the stoneware material reflected in the strong design. It also has a mystery of the visual language of the Maya of the Yucatan, as reflected in their art.
Third prize, Catharsis by Leslie Elliott Smith. Historically, this relates somewhat to M.C. Escher and to Henri Rousseau, in that they play with your eyes. It's something, it was some time before we saw the face in the background, in the dim background of this particular piece. And we knew instinctively that this was special. There was mystery and suspense and a dreamlike quality to it.